Update on the Toyota 3.4 swap. So today is the last day of the parting out. I officially remove all the doors, the hood, the tailgate, and supposedly somebody's gonna come buy the rest of it. So hopefully they're gonna just buy the cab, the frame, and the wheels and let it roll onto their trailer. So hopefully we get rid of that. So I still have a bunch of parts that's for sale, but I can sell those on my own time whenever they sell. But today is a special day. Today we are officially sending in so this box right here has the 4 donor plugs that we're gonna send into toy only swap. So these are the 4 plugs from the 4Runner, the OBD2 wire, that big gray wire, and the wire from the ECU. That big gray wire that I talked to you guys about, that there's actually 2 plugs in there. So there's 4 plugs. So you have the big the OBD2 ECU, that big gray one, and there's another small one attached to it, but it's all one big block. So we're gonna send 4 of those in to the donor and let them start working on it. They say that their lead time is 2 to 3 weeks, so that's totally fine. We're not in a super rush to do this install. I actually don't want to do the swap until springtime or till the snow melts. But the 4 donors plugs, you have to you send them in, and then you also have to send in the plugs from the truck, your receiving truck. But since I still need to drive my vehicle, I can't send anything in because I don't want to tear down my truck yet. So they have a core charge where they'll charge you $75 and they'll use the plugs that they have available. So I'll just pay the core charge, and then after I'm done doing the swap, I'll go ahead and send them the wires that they need, and they'll refund that core charge. Once I get to that process, I'll go ahead and show you guys which wires you guys need from this truck. I honestly don't know too much, but once they send it in, I'll take a look at it and I'll show you guys which wire you need from the receiving truck. Today's job is just basically, we're gonna mail this out. We're gonna go back and organize the man cave a little bit. There's just so much parts laying everywhere, so I'm gonna go and get everything ready, cleaned up, and then we're also gonna head to the shop because we ordered some the auto parts store, because I ordered some spark plugs. So from here on, I want to tell you guys what's my next following step. While we're waiting for the wire plugs to get worked on, I want to start tearing into the engine and get it clean. It's really dirty, so I want to start using I would like to use a pressure washer right now, but it's too cold in Alaska. Water will just freeze. So I might go and just use super clean and then use brake cleaner and start cleaning the engine, and then start taking it apart, and then start doing order all the parts that I need as far as gaskets, the timing belt kit I already have. I'm gonna start doing the timing belt and the water pump overhaul. So gasket, new spark plugs, new cam seals, new crank, front main seal, and the rear main seal. So the rear main seal and the clutch and the crossover and all the exhaust manifold, those I'm saving for last, because right now it's on the engine stand. So you can't get to the rear main seal and you can't do the clutch until you put it on a hoist. All of that stuff I'm gonna do last. I have to remember, and I have to let you guys know that until we finally start to do the install and until I put the engine on a hoist, I won't mount my manifolds yet. I won't mount the crossover. I won't do the clutch. I won't do the rear main seal, and I will also have to mount the 3.0 engine mounts from this engine onto that one. The reason why I don't want to put the manifold in, because you have to actually remove, I believe it's easier if you have the exhaust manifolds removed, and then you can bolt the engine mount from this vehicle, and then you'll put the exhaust manifold on, and then the crossover, the clutch, and all that stuff. So once we actually get to that step where we're at the last step to dropping that engine into this truck, then I'll go ahead and get that done. So I keep telling everyone, and I have to remind you guys, that the nuts for the exhaust and all the exhaust studs, manifold, and anything like that, they're all one-time use. Those little nuts, they're one-time use. They don't come with a lock nut or anything like that. They're actually kind of like an oval shape. So once you start screwing them in, it'll open up or it'll tighten up, and that's how it gets its grip. So once you take those bolts off, they're pretty much done, and they're pretty expensive. They're like almost $1 or $2 a piece, and you need about almost 6 on each side, 6 on there, 3, and then 3. So about almost 21 or 22 of those. So that's the reason why I'm not going to do the exhaust manifolds yet. For now, I want to take care of all the seals. I also want to get it clean, get the oil pan square away. We're going to use, so I still have rusty reds. I saved rusty's reds, oil pan, and the oil pickup tube, and the dipstick, which is from the 3.0. I'm going to use that on, I'm going to put that I'm gonna put that on the 3.4, and then when I get this engine out, I'm gonna leave it the way it is because I want to sell this 3.0 just the way it is. I don't want to tear it too much, and hopefully everything should go really smooth, and I'll keep you guys updated as I go. But I think for today's video, I just want to give you guys a little overview of the next step of what we're gonna be doing, our next planning stages. So right now, we're gonna send the wire harness. I'll let you guys know how long it takes. Like I say, it's about 2 to 3 weeks. So if you guys are doing this, don't rush it. Send it way ahead of time, and then during the meanwhile, spend time doing other stuff. So sending the wire in. I was thinking about ordering a crossover pipe from Yoda Shop for 300, but I decided that I'm gonna go with a local person. He's gonna do it for me for 150. So he's gonna convert my crossover pipe, cut it up, and then flip it around and then weld it up. So he's gonna charge me 150. So I'm gonna have him take care of that. And again, the crossover pipe, anything that's related to exhaust, clutch, I'm not too worried because that's all last minutes. And then in the meanwhile, we're just gonna start ordering parts and get this engine tuned up and take a look at it and see what we need to order and stuff like that. And hopefully everything should be good. Like I say, it's a good engine. I drove it in super strong, super good. I'm not gonna dig into the head gasket. I was thinking about doing head gasket when I first bought it, but we're not gonna dig into the head gasket. We're just gonna go deep into the timing belt, get all of the seals, and that's pretty much it. Clean it up a little bit. It's super dirty, and that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, this vlog here, just a quick update of the next step. I think our next the next episode, I'll go ahead and show you guys a little bit of the tear down of the engine, removal of all the wire harness, and a little bit of what I'm gonna be doing on the actual engine once I get all the parts ordered and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and make sure to follow the Instagram NuttyNu_4x4, where I'll update you guys up to date on my Instagram stories. Bye bye.